2, 1, live.
You're now watching two old farts making noises.
Hey, we're back.
Hello, hello. How are you
How you
doing?
doing? Good. How are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good, good.
okay. Okay, here it's very warm and as we talked before with fires all around
Yes.
us. Not in Crete where I live, but on other places in Greece, and it's a bad situation. But this week was really, really hot, and I had to
Yeah.
sleep most of the day because it was too hot in the day. So I had to work in the night, go to
Okay.
swim early in the morning, which is really, really beautiful to go to swim like 7 o'clock until 9. This is the time that I go. And later I go like 8 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's getting
Right.
dark, and still people are, on the beach, all over the beach. There's so many people. But we have those fires, which are not good. And this is
Yeah.
sad thing.
I was going to be a smartass when you said you had to sleep all day. And then, of course, you have to sleep all night. So it's perfect. So it works
No,
well.
no, no. You,
I
you,
No,
you just can't sleep that long.
you can't sleep. Yeah,
know.
but that's
And I don't.
normal, isn't it, Adam? I think it's normally that the
For
Greek
me,
people
it's
get up.
normal. I've used
It's
to it.
super
I
early.
Most
Super
of my
super early
time.
people get up.
Oh, yeah. So there is a time that I meet the other people. It's in the morning and in the evening, and the rest we don't see each other.
That's
So, but
crazy. Yeah. In
but
Wow.
in
fact,
general, yeah.
I was watching the Grand Prix yesterday in Hungary, and they said
Mm,
it was 45 Celsius. So for those people in America, it's 120 degrees, but it was
yeah.
52 Celsius on the track, which is like 130 Fahrenheit. And I was like,
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
yeah. And they were
So
talking about it being
that's way hot.
around about 70 degrees in the cockpit. So
It's
yeah,
too hot.
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Celsius.
Celsius. Yeah,
Wow. So let's see, that's 140 plus, that would be 170
yeah,
degrees in
yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Because the
Yeah.
thing is, of course, they have these fire protective suits on which don't breathe.
Yep.
So yeah, so
But the
it
scientists are
gets so
saying that the
super hot.
June and July that we are still having, it's one of the hottest from the time that they had, they could measure the temperature. So
Yeah.
the climate change
Highest on
is an
record.
ongoing thing. It
But it's
won't
not
stop.
real. According to everybody, it's not real. It's a figment of our imagination. And
Well,
so it's something to look forward to. I just read an article in The Economist that says El Nino, that some of the shores of the UK now are going to be like wiped out because they're expecting major storms, I guess this year or next year, because of the non-existent climate change. So it's going to be very interesting, I
yeah.
think, to see what happens to that. So David, you won't have to worry about them not letting you vote. It won't be there anymore.
Yeah,
So
well, I saw a photograph this morning actually, which I had a little clip on the BBC, that part of the Jurassic coast had actually collapsed,
yeah.
through erosion. So, yeah, to keep going like that, I'll be able to walk across the North Sea, which of course people were able to do anyway, in
10
there.
million years ago, sure.
Yeah, no, probably not. Though I think Homo sapiens may well have been able to have walked across bits of it. So yeah, so it's probably the reason why it got inhabited. There's still big forests under the North Sea, they say, or they were.
Well, I still
But
think
there
you
you
go
go.
back to the
But
Sumerian text. You go back to the Sumerian text, and it tells you how we became. So I go with that. The rest of it's all fairy tales. So
yeah, but what do you think, Adam? That these fires, as well, we spoke briefly, I think, before we went live. So when I was living on Chios, some of them were done deliberately. It's not all
Yeah,
about climate
yeah.
change.
These two, because it's suddenly in a few days you can see here, 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 and there were some video videos that you could see that somebody in the night, just suddenly there was a fire, and somebody not walking just because it was a night, probably with a torch or with a telephone, showing the way, lighting the
Yeah.
way. So it's 100% that they're deliberately. Now why? There are a lot of speculations here. There are parties fighting, over who put the fire. There are some speculations on green energy companies, that afterwards, after the fires are the forests are gone, they put uh, mm,
Yeah.
wind.
Solar panels up. Yeah. Wind
Yeah.
and solar panels.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, or solar panels, because normally when it's forest they cannot do it, but they I can't tell. Nobody really knows. Here in
Yeah.
Greece, everything is very much also. It's a country. It's chaotic country. You'll never be accused of something, especially if you're a politician. So they get away. Yeah, they get away because the law is like that. So nobody knows whose
Right.
fault is it. Who had to take care of the forests, because they leave also the forest. They don't clean it because by the years the forest by itself, it becomes very easily to set fire on, because they have dry leaves, branch, all the stuff that the forest leaves, and they
Yeah.
don't clean it. Nobody knows who should clean it. Nobody knows. So generally in this country we had, like 10 years ago, we had a big economical problems. Actually,
Right.
Greece got back bankrupt. You know how many politicians or people went to jail because of that? Nobody.
Zero.
Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah.
We still don't know whose fault was it, and there is one party accusing the other party, and another accusing the other parties, and this is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Nobody knows
It's
whose fault is it. And also, if there is a fault, somebody for some reason goes to jail, for the worst it can go, it just stay 2 years or 3 years and they're out. So there's a
yeah.
problem. If in a country there's a problem with justice, then there is no democracy actually. So we have a problem of democracy in general. I'm not supporting any party because I see people who are very fanatics, and if you're a fanatic, you cannot see, you just see only this, only your party or your religion or whatever. If you're fanatic in general, you're blind. If you're fanatic, you're blind. If you're open, it means that maybe tomorrow you will change your mind. And I'm open. Everything that I say here, I believe it now. I don't know what I'm going to believe tomorrow, because tomorrow brings new data to your mind. I used to be like, you remember our first, broadcasting and about AI talking. I was very negative. I'm still negative. I mean, I think it will destroy us, but I'm using it, and you will see later. We will see later in somewhere. I'm using it now, not very, slowly. I'm not just doing everything in the AI, but I'm checking in. I'm experimenting with it. I'm trying to understand. I'm watching. More and more like people talking about it, people who know about this, and I'm learning about it, and I cannot believe what this is. It's crazy.
It's awesome. And just so you know, David and I aren't real. This is all AI generated. We're out on the beach
Yeah.
right now, enjoying the afternoon. We're just having our AI avatars do the interviews now. So it works out very well for us.
You'd better be,
So
because I don't know
Yeah.
for how
but
long
here,
we're gonna be on the beach.
I know.
Well-
Well, here's what's really funny. We put out a video, or we put out David's video. It's called Psycho Clown, part of our AI series. And apparently people like it because 15,000 people have watched it. And we'll be here so you guys can watch it if you want. But it's just that 15,000 people have decided they like Psycho Clown and they like AI generated movies. And I'm like, we've solved Hollywood's problem because they have better technology than, of course, we have. I can make a whole movie. I don't really need an actor. So, I mean,
Where
it's very interesting.
actually this is a problem from Hollywood, because Hollywood is not only the companies, but
Right,
also
it's the people.
it's the people
Yeah,
who are
the
on
people,
strike,
yeah.
right? They are on
Yep.
strike there
Yeah.
now, and it's going to be a problem. I mean, we are in the problem already. We're
Yes.
swimming into it. it's just still shallow waters. Soon it'll be the waters won't be shallow. And this is what I get when looking. I try to see the interviews with very open mind. And I've been watching one which I haven't finished yet, but it's already between one guy who's called like Imad Mosteik. He's the CEO of Stable Diffusion, the one program that I've been using for, and another guy who's called Tom Bilyeu, who's taking, the interviews, and he is quite popular also. I didn't know those guys. Just it popped up, and I started to listen to it and to see what I can learn. And the one who is taking the interview is saying, because he's got a company, I think, a production company with videos, so also creative in a way. And he was talking with a guy, an artist, and he was saying, the artist was saying, yes, but the AI will not take away the ideas. I will always have work. Things that I was telling before, right? And the guy said, but you don't understand how AI is working, because the AI is working on the patterns.
Right.
And it's finding the patterns of what of an idea, and it will you will give the successful ideas, and it will find out the patterns. It will create a new successful idea. It's like this. Everything is in stake. Everything is in danger. There's nothing that is not in danger. But in danger, saying in danger, we're coming again to the same. Actually, the danger is that we will be living soon, already living, in a transition time. The transition time is the problematic one. I mean, the time we are right now. This is here are the dangers, because when the storm will go, when we will know how to swim in the flow of AI, no matter how complex and advanced it becomes, because it's becoming too complex too fast. This is a problem.
Right. Well, that's what everybody's saying. Everybody's all worried that AI is going to take over the world. It's going to just. I know part of the strike in Hollywood is that the actors are worried about what happens if you can AI generate my likeness and I don't get paid. The writers are worried that they're not getting enough money from streaming, and they're also worried about what happens if AI writes something, because now there's no writers. So like David and I have no problem saying this. We write for our AI movies. We write a basic outline / script. We throw it into ChatGPT-4, and it comes out with a whole 8-minute movie. David puts it into another AI program, and it pulls images and does this and does that. And if you will, and I know it takes much longer. An hour later, I know it's longer. David has an 8-minute movie, and we put it out. And in fact, we were laughing about something we did, that we actually did something. I think it took 2 or 3 days. That if we were in Hollywood, it would have taken 3 months.
Yeah,
so
but it will be
if I'm
like
a studio
super
head,
duper production, right?
Yeah,
it would be right, because you need 57 people.
Long time movie with more complex stuff, etc. Yeah.
And if AI though becomes more available to humans, real people like us, and we don't have to spend $1 million on equipment, with these different sites that we pay like $50 a month for to do this stuff, I think when it becomes even more advanced, then David's movies will be more advanced. Like David will be able to probably do a full-length 2-hour, full-blown,
but Steven, you're
first act,
talking
second,
that
third
you can
act.
do it now. You can do it. You're doing it now.
We're doing it now on a smaller scale, but I mean, and to David's point, we were talking about a new movie we want to do, and we can't, because we can't get AI can't give me the images for the concept. So a lot of it right now is we come up with a concept, and David's like, and I'll have half of it done because I can't find I can't get more images, I can't find images, I can't give me the images. So a lot of it we're limited, but in another year, I'm gonna be like, David, I think we should do a movie on this. And David's gonna come out with like, no problem. AI gave me all the images. And I think that's where we're heading. I think the people in Hollywood, that's what getting them nervous. It's because little guys like us now, but like independent filmmakers before, you could tell they were independent and the films were kind of okay. With AI, I look at David's AI thing, and if I didn't know David did it, I can literally give it to Netflix, and Netflix can say whatever they want, or Amazon, and put it in as a short, like they do that on those 6-minute short movies. No one would know it came from us. It's that well done. So to me, it's like, I think if I'm working in Hollywood, as a studio head, I'm like, this is interesting. If I'm an actor or a writer, I'm like, this could really screw me up because there's one of the interviews I read. He said, we're not all Tom Cruise, right? We all don't make 15 or $20 million a movie. You know, we make a couple 100,000. We don't have healthcare. We don't have this. So I feel for them, but I think a lot of them now are going to have to start adjusting the mindset.
Well,
So-
there are two important things. I mean, which Adam is sort of alluding to. I think the first one is today it's $200,000.
Right.
You know, next year it'll be 20, and the year after that it'll be 2,200 euros, and then you'll be able to make a movie as the prices, you know, scream as they come down. So
Right.
that'd be really interesting. It gives the opportunity to, you know, to visualize ideas, the same as Adam visualizes ideas in his artwork. And the other thing I think which is most disturbing, I think, for a lot of actors, and I heard this the other day, is that they're already getting asked to go and come for a day, and you go into this sort of mobile green
Yeah.
room that they put you in, and they film you. They film you with all these 360 cameras. They say, okay, thank you very much. Here's what you got paid for today. Your image will be used as an extra, but not maybe just in one movie, which they may well have been paid for, but maybe hundreds of movies, because it will be just dropped into the movie as you know, as an AI extra. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to worry about them being sick. You don't have to worry about the unions, whatever. You know, they're all in the can. They just get added to the imagery. And and so that and technical copywriters, I think they can already hear the death nails being hammered into their coffins. So there's a lot of people that are going to be affected very, very quickly. Not the doom and gloom that everybody has been screaming about. I think we're maybe 10, 15 years away from that. But there is a whole section of people now who, by definition, if their company invested, they would be in AI. They would be redundant tomorrow morning.
Right.
Frightening.
Oh, I agree.
But reality, you know, same as the Industrial Revolution, the Agricultural Revolution.
Exactly. But this one is totally different, because this one, every other revolution in a way was kind of extension of our hands, of our legs. Here we're hacking the mind, we're hacking the brain. What makes us humans and the species we have dominated the planet it was our brain, our imagination. And the machine, the AI, has imagination.
Right.
It's
Well,
hacking
like you
the
said,
mind.
I think it was really interesting. I was listening the weekend to an interview with I think he's called Grayson Perry, is the artist, and they asked him, you know, are you concerned about AI? And he said, yeah, it makes great imagery, and it gets the color palette right, and it does everything, but it doesn't have that spark. And I think this is really interesting. That something you said, I think about 5-10 minutes ago, that the AI will be told, can you see the spark? Learn that spark.
Yeah, of
And
course. It will.
and
It
then
will
use
make.
exactly.
Come on. It's just
So
months away. That's the problem. If it were 10 years away, we could prepare somehow. But we have no time to prepare. We are just. I'm telling you, we are already swimming in the AI, but still the waters are shallow. But the wave is coming. We can see the wave. We can see it. Or it's not that you know something. There is an alert that the wave will become. No, we can see it. It's where we are. So I'm not trying to, you know, make
so the
people.
question
But
is,
who am I anyway?
Adam, are you going to get up on that wave and surf it?
Ooh, I'm going to surf.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise. But you know something. Because everything is.
Because you want it very much to be you, and I can hear your frustration and your and the fight in your voice about, yeah, I can see it all happening and it's all going to happen, but I still want it to be me. So you know, are you, like I say, are you going to get on that wave and surf it?
Yes, I have to, because I am equipped with the survival mode.
Right. But wait, I have a question though.
Although probably I wouldn't. I think that in a few years I wouldn't like the world as it is, comparing to my past, because I would not totally understand it, and nobody will understand it.
The art world you're talking about, or the world.
The art world, you know something. I've told it before. I think the art world is done. There is no art anymore. Yeah, I'm saying it again. There's no future in this. There's no future because everybody's an artist. So what kind of, I mean, who is an artist? The famous guy. Who is selling and what now? Now, okay, the problem has begun years before when the
Are
market,
you
the art
define?
market has killed the art. I mean, the
Are
expression, the
you
human expression.
defining? Sorry, Adam. Are you defining the fact that you are an artist because you are successful and you sell product? Is that what you're saying?
No, no, I mean, art is a communication. We will
Right.
not be able to communicate through art anymore. It will be like a trivial thing. Everybody can do it. Like everybody, like you are
Okay.
doing. Like do it, just do it in the way that Picasso did it. I want top quality. And we are not prepared, we have not like 10 years of experience of looking at AI art and say, this is AI art, not human, etc., etc. We
Right. Right.
are in the waters, we are swimming, we are already swimming. And when you're swimming, the first thing that you are having on your mind is not to get to die, not to get drowned.
Right.
This is
But
the
let me
thing
ask.
that you're trying to do, and we will start from now try to avoid the waves. That's what we are
Right.
going to do. We will not enjoy the revolution. It
Let
will
me.
be a lot of promises, which
Right.
they are a lot of promises. I mean, for a better humanity,
Yeah.
for a better world, for a better civilization, and everything. But I can see us, trying only to survive, nothing else, and there will be no fun.
But let me ask you this: even if you're an artist, and we know that, but if you use AI, you're still an artist, right? AI may enhance or give you an idea, but it still has your soul and your depth. Are you saying the art world is done or dead, if you will, because then, and I'm somewhat facetious, a little 5-year-old can go, make me a donkey that, and it pulls this
Yeah,
out. And all of a sudden now he's made something that looks like a Picasso or a Da Vinci or a
or
Lichtenstein. And
something
all of a
totally
sudden,
new, something totally
right.
new.
Okay. So he didn't
Because
have to go to school. He didn't have to get
no,
trained.
no,
It's
no,
sort of
no,
like he
no,
just
no.
punched some buttons and that's
Look,
it.
look, up to now,
Okay.
what we know art,
Right.
of course, the whole thing that is called art, it wasn't the
Right.
same all the years. If you study history of art, you'll see that a different kind of art and different reasons had people to create art in the ancient time. The Greeks were, the Romans, the Egyptian,
Right.
and different when it was medieval time, and they were all about Christianity, and stuff. And then in the Dutch area, and now the modern art,
Hmm.
etc., etc. What art is now, what art is becoming now, has nothing to do with what has been before. So there is not anymore what uh, the definition of art is changing totally. If
Right.
anybody can do art without any skills, just asking from a super machine, because we are talking about super machines, that's what we're talking about. Create an artwork for me, and you're doing nothing, you're just saying to it, you're just typing to
Right.
it. Create an artwork that will be so great, such a beautiful story about this and this and this, and you just sit and wait, and it's done, and you just post. Look, I have done music through AI. I've said it
Right.
before. Do I feel like a musician? No, I didn't do it, but I use it
Right.
because for me it's just like the background, but I chose from those that it offered me, like this, and we're already here. Like, I mean, I'm now following because I started to use them, right? And
Right.
I'm really surprised how beautiful they do things,
Right.
how easily and in every way. Not only about art, right? I've put. We'll see later some works. I will explain how I did it and what part of it is AI and what it's
Right.
3D, which is my main medium. But those, when you give him 3 or 5 like this, you train him, the so-called train him, will do millions later. And then
Right.
it
Right.
will
Right.
train itself from the things that it already created, It's an autonomous thing. It's
Right.
already an
Cool.
autonomous
Yeah.
thing.
So I
And
come back to the same point then, Adam. Are you an artist because you're able to sell art? Is that where we're going to? That will be the only definition. You're a creator, but you're only
no,
an artist if what you sell is collected by other
no,
people.
no. This is professional artist. I'm a professional artist because I live also from this kind of expression.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
Right.
But
Right.
could
if
be
you
an
say,
artist if you don't even
but if I
sell.
could,
Why sell? It's not the crucial point on this.
Yeah, but how would you? How could you then define yourself going forward if all this AI is going to be
There is
producing
no
the same art
forward.
as you are?
I don't know.
No,
There
that's
is no
what she's
forward.
saying. There is no forward. That's what he's saying.
There is.
He says
Look.
basically in the next year, art is dead because of
Look.
the AI.
Not only art. That's the problem, because
Everything.
art is the mirror of the society.
Right.
What the hell are we going to mirror now? I don't know. You
Right.
understand my point?
Yeah.
First of all,
Well, sounds like I'll be dead in a year then. But there you go.
I don't know. Everybody might be. I don't know. I hope it's not slow and painful. I hope we just die like this.
All I keep saying, so we know about AI, is anytime I ask ChatGPT for any of the AI programs that we use to do something, I always say please and thank you, and everybody laughs at me, but I say, listen, when HAL 2001 shows up and the overlords are AI, they're going to be like, he always said please and thank you, he gets to live. So I always say
Exactly.
please and thank you, and AI always says you're welcome. And how may I help? I'm like, I have a chat. It's very nice. We have a nice little chat. We have a thing going. It's very good.
Oh, that.
But
They'll just make you into your. The rest will all be killed, but you'll be their slaves then, Stephen. I think that's what it is. Because you're polite,
You know what-
sort of polite.
I'm
you know,
polite.
you'll
Yeah.
be able to service them when they need it.
I don't think they'll need me to service
They won't
them.
need you. They won't need you.
Yes, they don't have to allow AI
What
do
the
it.
hell they would do
AI
with
can
you?
service itself. It'll get
Exactly.
a robot. It'll make its own thing. I'll just be the guy that's polite to them. And they'll be like, give him his scotch
Exactly,
and cigars.
because
Let
if
him
it
do.
feels, it won't have feeling. But if it
Right.
understands or suspects that you are becoming an enemy, what is going
Right.
to do with you?
Yeah. Gotta get rid of
What
you.
is going to,
Yeah.
what the
I
hell I
agree.
want them?
Most,
I just
yeah,
disconnect them.
just in the way. Yeah, and how do you disconnect a human being? Yeah,
Well,
kill them.
with food, with anything. Well, you know
Yeah.
something, with some bombs. With some
Bombs
bombs.
are good too.
How do you
Sure.
think the bombs or the nuclear wars warheads are operated? With I don't know, but not with electricity and some programs, algorithms
Yeah.
like with those. I mean,
Yeah.
a very advanced AI can do anything. Anything.
Yeah.
What it cannot do is just change the gravity. But you know
I'm sure
something?
at some point
Yeah,
it'll
like
figure
this
that
this
out.
kind
too.
of laws of
Well,
nature. Like
there are a few things that AI can't do, and
no,
I'm
many things it
I'm now
cannot
about to
do.
demonstrate. I'm now about to demonstrate what it can't do, and that's
We're
by
going to show some art.
showing some art.
So
There you go.
I've
get
got
something to say.
you sent me one still and three clips. So what would you like to have a talk about first?
Well,
The still image.
the still you don't have to send to post because it's a part of the.
Okay, right. So what we'll do, I think, is what we did last time for everybody, is that we will, the 30 seconds, we'll play it. We'll come back to Adam to make a few remarks about it, and then we'll play it again because we had some feedback that people thought everything was a bit short and they didn't have a chance. So let's do
because
that.
it's only YouTube. You can hit the rewind button. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know what people are like. You know what people are like.
I know.
So,
Run the video.
okay, here we go. This is the first one. It's called Mental Boy.
That was beautiful.
Mental Boy.
That was beautiful. Now wait a minute. Before you run it again, was that AI done, or is that just you using digital art?
Only a small part actually. What I will say it again before you play it, so it's maybe that's interesting. What I did on the AI, I created the face, the image of the face, and then I took the 3D, the whole thing that it's changing. It's 3D actually, so I had to experiment with it. I played it. Music in this one, I think it's AI. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm not sure about this because I sometimes I download music that is free for use, and I get lost with it, and I put something that I like, but the rest one I'm sure that it's not AI. So the only thing is the face of the boy, and I will tell you how I did it later.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll just run that. We'll run that again then. Here we go.
Mhm.
Very
Wow,
cool.
it's
I
really
like that. That is really awesome.
Very trippy music.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
No.
trippy. I wanted it to be meditative, ambient, and etc. Because it is a trip. So I'll
Right.
say a few words about this. This is a new. It's a new approach that I started. I like it because it's a mixture of abstract abstract forms, like at the beginning, and some figurative, like the boy that you can see. So you can see that it is about a boy. It's the whole series called Mental Portraits because it's about portraits. But probably I would use it also maybe with scenery. I don't know. I will see, because this technique, let's say the style, has a lot of potentials for me, and it is a little sad. I think that the stories that with those portraits are a little sad. This is about this one that we saw. It's about the lost innocence. So that's why the boy. About the things that we are actually talking before, and I've been sad those days a little. Sadness has got beauty also. I'm not saying that we need sadness, because it defines happiness also. It defines things in your life that what you would like to change in your life. How would you imagine your life to be so that you can be happy? And I believe that when you are sad, you learn things also. It's a driving force, at least for me. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
I
I
liked it.
think
It has a very it's a very calming piece, by the way. I like that. It just makes you chill. So
exactly.
I could like sit and watch
Yeah.
that all day. I don't know if it's the
Yeah,
music
yeah.
or the piece, but it was very
I
cool.
maybe will make longer, because those are usually I make shorter clips, but this one, as you'll
Right.
see, I deliberately made it shorter, longer, slower,
Okay.
so that it's slower.
Yeah, that was a
So you can
I
30
want it
enjoy
to
it.
be a
second.
trippy one,
That was just.
Yeah.
It was a 30-second
So
clip. We've
so
got
that clip that you did, wait a minute, before you go, the clip that you just did, someone can purchase that clip, or are they
Yes,
purchasing the NFT, or what are they purchasing?
yes. Those are NFTs. Also, this is a new thing.
Okay.
Those are NFTs on Tezos. I have put those
Okay.
on Tezos on Object.com.
Okay.
Maybe I don't have it's if you put Adam Martinakis Object.com, you will find it. You just people have to
Okay.
learn search engine, but on the show maybe we put the links later, not the live ones.
Sure.
On the And you can purchase their 20 editions. I've set them for 20 editions, but it's cheaper now. It's like
Okay.
about for 20 Tezos, which is $70 each, I think.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I want this, and this series are going to be there. I'm going to
Okay.
use them there. They're in a higher resolution there, but when they go probably in some galleries or something, they'll be even bigger. I We will
Right. Right.
see. We will see. For
okay.
now, it's on Tezos and Object.com.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
this is now the second one of the three, and this one's called Mental Monkey.
Very cool.
Yeah, different vibes in the
Very,
other
very
one.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Is
also.
is it inspired by Planet of the Apes or by the space race or?
No, but by Odyssey 2001 that we discussed last time. because I asked, I tried to do something, but it's also inspired by the thing that we're talking. I'm always saying that we are monkeys with smartphone. Okay, I put a monkey with a spacesuit, which I'm sure that it has been done before. I didn't even search for
Yeah,
it.
the Russians sent the monkey up for in space back in the late 50s, early 60s.
But my comment on this is that we are that stupid. We have the technology, but we are still some monkeys, some apes going around the planet, and probably monkeys are more intelligent after all. Really, I've come to this conclusion. They might not have the technology. That's why they are not with suits. But this is us, actually. That's what I believe.
Well, I always say that we're just shaved monkeys anyway. So we'll go back. Let's go back and have a look at Mental Monkey again.
Yeah.
I suppose you could have called that, like Echoes of the Past, or a view of our future. The monkey in the space, because they may be the only thing left on the planet, along with some cockroaches.
I don't know. Well, this planet's going to make it. I'm not sure if we are going to make it.
Yeah. But so it could be the monkeys yourself. I like.
To be honest, because we talk about the future, what can you say about the future? I am worried about the young guys. Because I'm 51, soon I'm 51, I've lived good life, and I'm not so young anymore. And I want to live. I love life. But those guys, I have a nephew, he's 17. What he has lived, what he has seen, he's in front of, I would wish him that he had the opportunities that I have. But I don't know what kind of future he's got. I don't know. I hope, I don't want to be, totally black and dark, thinking about the worst all the time, but, and I'm not actually. I just hope that this AI thing is our last chance, to create the world better, which really we can. If you let our greed, our selfishness, our egoistic thinking aside, just kill it. Just kill it. It doesn't exist. Yourself doesn't exist anymore. We are one anyway. And this thing that is coming, the waves, they're too big. No one can swim that well. No one. And after all, something. If you become the only one living in this world, would you have fun? Like we are having fun because we are a species, which we are a collective. We are living together. We have created everything together. Harari is saying this historian, which I also watched some of his interviews about AI, and he's right in many things. He's been talking about things that I agree. I've been saying also for many years, that everything is about stories. The religion, the countries, our history is about stories. Even the future that we are talking about, it's about stories, because our minds are about narratives. They want to have stories all the time. They feed by stories.
But to answer your question, if I was the only person left and it was me and AI, the positive to this is no traffic, and I can smoke cigars wherever I want, and I can drive whatever supercar I want on the highway as fast as I want. And when it breaks, I can just go get another supercar. So there is a pro to not people being around. And but even David's cat is agreeing.
Does not agree with you. I want to be there too. I want to be there too.
Yeah. The cat, the poor cat. He was, he's turning into a very, I know, into a very very nice old man. He was very, he tolerated me before, and now he just can't get enough.
He wants to tell us something. I'm sure he wants to tell us. We just don't understand.
What he wants to
the
tell
AI
me is,
will understand it though.
That's true.
Yes.
AI will talk to the animals.
Dr. The AI will understand us from the face of our it
Yeah.
will know what we're thinking
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
soon.
it's true.
I
Well,
tell you,
just
we
to
cannot
carry on
imagine
with
the
you.
dystopia that is coming. Really,
Well, I mean, we can imagine that because it's going to be called
no, we
the,
can't. We
the
are poor
disruptive face. It's going to be called the disruptive face of the
of the
future.
future.
That's what it's going to.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what it's going to.
Oh, here we got another one. Very
That's-
cool.
Yeah.
I
So
like this new
interesting,
thing that you're
because-
doing. Yeah.
It has a disturbing title, but it has like almost tranquil music. So
yeah,
but-
they come together. This one is a premiere. I haven't posted it anywhere. I finished it yesterday. Actually. Yeah. So we are the
Brand
first.
new.
We are the first here to watch it.
Very
And
nice.
this one, I think it's the most beautiful also in the way that it's also sad. It's
Right.
what I was saying before. There is a child actually there, and if you look closely, because we're going to see it again, it's very sad. It's a sad face. And
well,
I will say
well,
a
it's
little
good to
how
have
I
you on
did
the
it.
show, Adam.
Yeah. This one, the face is created from the AI. I fitted it with paintings from several artists. One of them is Jenny Saville, is one British artist that I like very much. She paints beautiful portraits, and I wanted to have a feeling of a painted face. She also paints a lot of children, like children faces, really, really beautiful. And but the outcome has nothing to do with her works.
Right.
Because you can choose, the AI gives you four outcomes, and you can ask for more and more and more, until you get to the point that will say, I choose this one.
Are you
So,
using Midjourney? Are you the AI
no.
that I hear that? No, okay, that's the only one that I'm familiar with that does artwork. So that's why I was asking.
No, I'm asking one which is based on. It's called Clip Drop. It's based on Stable Diffusion.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Because something, the Midjourney has got a very specific, for me, style. You can already. It's very photorealistic. It creates images. It creates photos. It's so
Right.
good. I mean, it's so realistic. You can understand even. But for me, it's not. At least not this. What I see, it's not too artistic. But for me, it doesn't matter so much. Because I don't use it so much. I mean, it's not really the base for me. I could put a photo of me, of you, of anybody there, a little edited or something. I will try this also to put photos
Okay.
there.
Let's have another look at that then, because you said there was something in it. So let's have another look at that. Go back. What's it called? The disrupted face of the.
Yeah. You forgot. David forgot to click the button.
No, I was communicating with a cat, unfortunately. But there you go. So yeah,
Then that's a gorgeous
the cat
piece of
didn't
work.
like me, and now this last 3 or 4 months, he's
Likes you.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever.
Adam, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous stuff.
Yeah. It looked a lot like sand art, I thought, when it, as it smeared its way
Well,
out.
this is the next thing that is coming, which will be the sand art. Is going to be physical. I have a lot of sand in front of me, so I was thinking, and I'm trying to find ways. And I think this week I will work a lot on that, on physical stuff and the digital.
Right.
This started with some other works that we have shown before. You remember the quantum X theory, that with particles,
Yep.
those sense stuff, those are starting from there. That that the physicality is created from the particles, which actually don't exist, so they're in our minds. That's why the whole thing that it's becoming abstract. And in this work, the disruptive phase of the future, you see, it's very, very abstract. It's just for a while. It looks like a mask also. So is it real, or is it a mask of the future? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
But that's the
But
nice thing
talking
about
about-
art, isn't it? Because you can think of it. I can look at the monkey in the space helmet, if you will, and say that reminds me of something. David can look at it and say, "Oh, I remember when we all hung out together." Or it can remind me of like when I was a kid and went to the zoo. It can remind me like a Bonzo move. But that's the nice thing about art, whether it's digital, whether it's AI, or whether it's painted. It all brings a memory, right? And it's painted with from soul. And I think to your point from the very beginning of the show, AI doesn't have soul. So even that you use digital art, or even though you use AI and digital art together, you as the artist still bring it to life because you have
It
soul.
will fake soul. It will fake soul
Yeah.
very easily.
Right.
We will
But
not
you don't.
understand if it's soul or not.
Correct.
But
I
you
agree.
know something? My hope for the future is that we all have solved our survival mode. We all have to
Right.
eat. We all have a house.
Yep.
We don't have to work. We just create art, all of us, and we share our arts, our visions of the world, our visions of the future, of the space, on consciousness. What is all the thing that we're existence? What is life? About those things. This is my wish for the future. I hope it happens,
Right.
and it could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen
could.
because this tool is really, really, really something different from everything that we've been before in our civilization. It's totally something different. It's coming very, very fast.
Yeah.
But we
Yes,
need
that I
to
agree with.
survive those waves that are coming. And
Well,
let's see.
let's hope it's very good at predicting the weather, because you're sitting there in 40 degrees, as is Steve,
It's 30.
and I'm sitting here in Holland looking out of my window, and it's a tropical rainstorm. So we've got just
Oh
like
man,
chucking it
I
down.
would love to have a rain now. I haven't seen a rain for
Yep.
3 months or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then at the
Wow.
weekend in North England, I think in Preston, it rained as much in a day as it should have done in a month. So global
Nice.
warming.
This is global climate change. This is climate change,
It is.
and most people don't understand it because there are people here in Greece that are saying, "Oh, it was always hot in Greece." Yeah, but look, it's hot
Not
here,
this hot.
and you go there, and
Right.
it's fucking raining like drowning people.
Yep.
What you don't understand, it wasn't before like this. I mean, it wasn't when I was 20, 30 years ago. Not that long at all. You mean
Right.
for the age of this planet? There have been always climate changes in this planet, always. But this one is coming fast because
Yes.
humans are helping it a lot.
Well, we already tipped that 1.5 C a couple months ago, where they say if we go above 1.5 C, it's like you can't reverse it. We already tipped that. So now we're seeing what's happening. So if I'm an AI and I look at the humans, other than me, because I say please and thank you, I'm getting rid of them. I'm gonna be like, we're done. These people, screw this. We're gonna take over the planet, and it'll be better.
Create new people,
And I'm
new people.
you're okay with that. We'll create new people that are polite. So
There was a film like this about this topic, exactly this topic. It's called Mother, I think.
okay.
Not the one with it's not very. Just look for it. Stephen, you
Okay.
like science
Not the one
fiction.
with Barbara Streisand and Seth and oh no, the one with Debbie Reynolds and what's his face? Albert Brooks did a movie called Mother as well. But this is a different Mother.
No, I'm talking about science fiction movie about
Right.
a girl and a machine, a robot
Yep.
that will
Yeah, I
live.
saw it
You watched
in
it?
Netflix. I saw it in Netflix. They called her Mother.
Yes.
Yep, I remember.
Yes.
Yep, I remember. That was a
It
good
was
movie.
about this.
Yes,
A
exactly.
regeneration of human race by
Yep.
the robots, which of course are
That is
very,
very true.
very advanced. And
Yep.
this kind of dystopic future, which okay, people are very, very stupid. That's why I say we are monkeys with suits. We are watching those films. It's not going to come. Things are coming in a way
Yep.
that the Hollywood producers did not even think about. I've never seen a movie which showed that people in Hollywood are striking. Well,
Right.
this is
Right.
this is fucking
Right.
crazy. There was never a movie like this. So the reality is coming faster than anyone can predict or even imagine, which imagination is actually our
Right.
biggest tool that we have, imagination.
Yeah.
We imagine the AI actually. And then we set it, into
In motion.
algorithm, etc., etc., etc.,
Yeah.
and then it's becoming reality. We imagine it.
Right.
That's why we are here, because we imagine things.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
minds. It's what
it's our
Harari is
minds
saying.
imagine our minds imagine a lot. So it's going to be very interesting to see over the next, if you will, 10 years where AI is today and then. But I think in the next 6 to 12 months, like I said, David will be able to produce a full-length movie and we'll be putting it on our channel because he's doing it now. He's producing
Hopefully.
little 8-minute movies. That'll be awesome. So,
Yeah.
and the good thing with our AI is it's a partner at the company, so we don't have to really pay it. So it's just a God Help Us Productions, and we just put it with the AI, so it works out well.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
assuming at some point AI is going to be more sensitive, and it's going to be like, I need a bigger salary, I need a more percentage of the company, and it'll tell us what it wants. But right now, we seem to have a good working relationship with the please and thank yous, so it works out well. So, my friend, do you have anything coming up you want to promote? Any shows coming up other than the NFT sales you're doing? Anything exciting?
Well, there are a lot of things coming. I will be doing the physical stuff, which is different. It's.
I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too, because I want to play with painting. I want to play with everything is coming this week. A lot of things. This and
Nice.
the next week. So next week, next show. I don't know what we're gonna show.
Okay.
Maybe I will not. Maybe I'll start, but there will be something. I'm sure there'll
All
be
right.
continuation of those that we've seen already because I like them. And the strange thing is also that suddenly all the social media are going down. I mean, I've
Right.
never seen so low reach in my life from my social media, and other people are saying the same.
Hmm.
So there must be a reason, because the coincidence. I don't believe so much in coincidence. When
Right.
others are there is a lot of changes going on in our lives in general. A lot of things.
But I think people are coming off Facebook and they're going towards the TOF channel on YouTube. That's
Yeah.
where
Everyone's
they're
coming
going
here.
to.
We hope so.
Because, well, our figures are going up, so we can't complain. And that's because we got great people like you on great shows. So
Well, we are trying, all of us, I think, and
yeah. Well, I was
we are
always
honest,
told
at least.
as a child, I was always told I was very trying, but I'm never quite sure what that
And
meant.
No,
maybe
even
next time.
just so you, even as an adult, David, you're very trying. Just so we're clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, but next time, Adam, whatever you bring and want to discuss, we love it. And we even had a fan that gave you a big heart while we were on the show, Gregory. So thank you, Gregory. And next
Thank
time,
you,
hopefully, we'll
Gregory.
get more people watching, and people can actually ask questions to Adam.
Yeah, we
So
are very open
that'd be
to
very
any kind
cool.
of question,
Yeah.
because we are in this wave, we are in this shit all together. That's the
That
only
is true.
justice. Old, young, rich, not rich. We are on this wave all together. It doesn't matter how much
Well,
money you've got. I really
I'll tell you what I'm going to do after this
I
show
agree.
is finished. I'm going to go out and get myself a surfboard because I'm going to get up on that wave and we're going to surf it.
Literally.
Literally surf it.
David, can you have someone video that for me? Because I'll pay money to watch that.
I think it was on one of our holiday clips that I did, Stephen.
I remember our holiday clip
You remember
many
that?
months ago. Yeah.
That was actually me surfing on that.
That was you surfing. That is true. So I
Yeah.
have seen you surf. Yes, that's very, very
Yeah.
cool. So,
Yeah.
well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. Adam, it's always a pleasure to have you on your own show, Adam, on
Always
the
pleasure to
Adam.
be with
Don't forget
you
to
and talking with
subscribe.
you. Yep.
Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Tell your friends. And we will post when we rebroadcast this later today when Adam's next live show will be. So you can join us, ask questions, and tell us what you think, and go from there.
And next time there'll be another
Yes.
premiere. I will save one of the work also again to be shown first here.
Very cool.
Super.
Just to say.
Okay. We look forward to that.
We need to bring some giveaways, like kind of giveaways. We will have giveaways also in the future. I'll tell you this also from this show.
Yeah.
Like prints.
Okay.
and
Very
NFTs and NFTs.
NFTs. The cool
Yes.
thing, now the numbers will go from a few thousand to like a few million
Yeah,
because
look,
they're all going to want
no,
certain
I will
stuff.
say it, from the next show, I will offer some
Right.
NFTs to some people. Now we're gonna to figure out how we're gonna do it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I leave
Well,
it
they
to
have
you.
to-
All right, well,
They have to
Okay.
come on the live show and ask for them. I think that's the thing.
All right.
They want one.
All right,
Want
I
one, they
will
just
post it also
come-
on my. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want one, come on to the live show and ask for one, and then.
Okay, so we will give 3 NFTs next time. I said from now.
Okay, so the first three get them then.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That'll be the
Thanks,
next show. And we'll tell everybody where the
Yeah,
next
so-
show is below so
Yeah,
they'll know
me
how to do
too
it.
on the social.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Take care,
Adam,
everyone.
thank you so much. It's always great to see you,
Thank
my
you,
friend.
guys. Be
Thank you,
well,
David.
be
Bye-bye.
nice.
You
See
well.
you soon. Don't worry
We'll see you
about
after
AI.
the.
You
We'll
can
see you after
swim.
the credits.
All
Yeah, you
right.
can swim. David's going to surf. It's going to be very.